Hi, Genevieve here. It is with great pride and excitement that I would like to take you on a little small tour of our new and greatly improved Peaceful Parent Village membership. It is a learning centre with forums and groups. I'm just going to do a screen share here because a picture tells 1,000 words. I'll just take you over here. So this is the home page where you probably have already been through and recognize this. And so once you become a member, then this drop down menu here really comes to life. So we'll take you into your village map because this is the place that you will return to again and again and again. This is like your dashboard and just helps you with your sense of orientation to find what you need to find. So in here, as you can see, there's the eCourse library, the resource library, groups, Village Green forum, and here this person, I'm just logged in as a test user, and so this person, they are already enrolled in 4 of these different e-courses. So we'll have a look at the first one here. We can see, you can see the progress report. The one that's down here is the Ways to Peaceful Parent e-course. And indeed, this is the step-by-step e-course that we have already been running for the last 4 years. But now, for those of you who've done it before, you'll see it's a different layout, different format, similar information, same information, more and different. And now you can monitor your progress. This is the little progress report bar over here. And you can see which of the units that you've already completed and which ones you have yet to complete. And so we'll just have a little look here at the e-course map. And this will give you a little glimpse of all of the different modules, the units in the different modules, and you can look through here and figure out where you need to go. We do recommend that people follow in chronological order, but that is actually up to you. And there's the link to the eCourse private forum where you can ask your questions and share your wins and your struggles with other parents. We can have a little look at a couple of the modules. Just give you a little look inside so that you can. Okay, so just this is one of the modules that's got some downloads of some of the audios, and here you can see there's some summary sheets. You can just go through and print out the ones that you want to print out. So Tabitha and I have put a lot of work into developing these. We're always listening to participants and members, and really what you're seeing now, this new membership area, it's been a labor of love and a lot of work with Tabitha and I and some developers behind the scenes over the last year, and really it's in response to a lot of feedback that we gather. We do listen, we do take it on. It just takes time before we can get through to all of the different things on the list. So we'll have a little look at another one of the modules here. There's a couple of videos, and here's the overview of the strategies that you can print out and some reflection questions. So this is a new feature as well. And so in here you can respond to these questions, which really just encourage you to think through what you've been listening to in the videos, what you've been learning, and helps you think through how you can put it into practice with your situations at home with your kids. And you type it in here and you can return back to it. So it's a way of reflecting your recordings and your insights as you go through, so that you don't lose those incredibly valuable insights in those minutes just after that video or audio. And so we'll move on. Here on the right hand side, I'll just actually mention before I do move on that even though you're inside one of the units, you've got all of your modules and your units over here on the right hand side. So we can open this up and close it again, and it just really helps you keep your bearings and hold on to the context. So this is our video and audio library for this particular e-course. There's a lot of different videos relating to the different e-courses, and indeed in the resource library. And as you can see with each of these, you can also download them. So as then when you're driving from A to B, or pushing the pram, or trying to get the baby to sleep, or walking the dog, whatever it is, chopping the veggies, because we all so love to multitask as parents. And there's so much to be done on any one day. And if you're like me, it's hard to fit in the time for the video. So you can download them and then listen to them when you're on the go. So yeah, you can mark as complete at the end of any particular unit. Go back to previous ones, go forward. So we'll have a little look now back at the. We'll go back actually to your village map. See here, village map is the place that you will always go back to when you lose your bearings or you're trying to find something. And you'll see in here that there's a resource library. There's a link to the groups. You can join the groups. Each group has got a forum, and they're places where you can ask questions or take part in discussions, and do avail of the support of myself and the mentors, and Wendy and Meg and Tabitha, and some of you who've been following us for a couple of years or a few years indeed, then I'm sure these are names and these are people who you've come to know and love, I think is probably fair to say, and if not, I'm sure you will get to know them. So I'd say there's the link to the groups, and this is one of the groups, is the Village Green Forum. It's the main one. We also have a Peaceful Partnering group and a Learning Centre group that's dedicated especially for the going through the e-courses and questions and wins related to the e-course. So I might just give you a little look here at the resource library. So indeed, if you're watching this and you're not logged in, you can find the resource library here on the menu, even if you're not a member. And just to see what's in here, although they are protected, you do need to become a member to access them, but it gives you a little insight into what we offer. And so they're color coded, so these are the courses, the Q&As, so these are questions that parents have asked that I have given detailed responses to. A 3.5-year-old struggling with toilet training. Some of you might be there now or might remember being there. Aggression, hitting, sibling rivalries, dealing with those sibling issues. And the scripts, each of these scripts gives you example scripts of child says, parent says, child says, parent says, and also the theory, and each one of them gives you information on how to explore that challenge with your child from the perspective of problem solving using that tool, and then also alternatively loving limits, because when the problem solving doesn't work, it's usually your child is distressed, stressed, or needing to reconnect. And so yeah, there's audios here as well, as you can see, and a few more will load as we go down along. Creating emotional safety. Some of them are tele-seminar or webinar recordings from over the years. How laughter releases fears. So some of these, that one is a video excerpt from one of my seminars. How the stress response affects behavior. That's from one of my seminars as well. So Tabitha and I have been busy finally getting around to editing a lot more of the videos. We've got a huge library of videos that we're just making our way through, editing them and making them available, so it's not too overwhelming for you. So that just gives you a little bit of insight. We'll have a look over on the right hand side here, and you can search the forum if you're thinking, holy moly, so much there, hard to find what I want. So in the new site, we also have put quite a bit of focus on the indexing of the site and how you can find the answers to your questions more comprehensively, and so we can put in put something in here. What will we put in? Aggression. Aggression does come up, and this here, meeting aggression with connection. Actually, that's like an e-course in itself. It's not packaged as such, but it's got some videos and some posts. And this one here, this is one of the audios, and so you've also got forum results down here. So these are, this is where the word aggression has been picked up in different forum topics in the different groups. And indeed, you know, you can have a look at those results, and if that's a group that you belong to, or indeed you can request to belong to, then you can read the discussions that have taken place on that subject that hopefully will be helpful to you, or that you can take part in or ask your own questions. So as you can see, there's actually, 5 pages of different options, different resource links there relating to the aggression. Okay, so what else will I give you a look at? We'll have a little look at the options here. So say village map, you can go back to your account. So your account is a place where you can upgrade or downgrade, or if you want to pause your membership, you can, this is the place, or change your payment preferences, where you can go to the eCourse library and join one of the e-courses, or if you go in there, you'll also see the ones that you're already enrolled in. You can see the groups, you can go to your activity, and so we'll go to the activity, and this will take you into your personal profile. So this is Angie Smith's personal profile, and we can see the most recent activity. So again, it helps you just keep track of yourself and your own bearings, and oh yes, I did reply on that topic. So I want to go back there and see what's happening. And also notifications are going to come in here through your profile, and you'll also see your notifications here in the drop down menu. You'll see the friends that you've already befriended. You can change your details on your profile, see the groups that you're already belonging to. You can click here and you can see the activity that you've taken part in the different forums. And so lots of options there. And some of you might recognize some of these terms even with if you're part of any of the like Facebook or social media, because this is social media or social network software, except it's private and confidential and highly monitored, and to maintain emotional safety. So it's quite different. Also, you can keep a track of your of the different things that you have liked. So I could, for instance, I can like or click love or empathy on somebody's a comment or their topic, and then there's a way for me to get back there and to follow that again. So we also have a Peace of Parenting books page. You'll actually be able to also access this even if you're not logged on, if you're not a member yet. And so we've got, because this question comes up all the time, what are the books that I recommend? So here's there's lots of them in here, many pages on that topic: babies, teaching, specific support for professionals. This one is healing trauma. So you can see the recommended books on the different topics. So and let's say the village map is always a place to go back to get your bearings. We still have all the articles that we've always had, but again, they're just in a slightly different format, and we do hope you're going to be able to find them through the search function. So I hope that's been helpful, just to give you a little sense of of what's in there in the resource library and the e-courses and the different groups and the forums. And if you have a look on the home page, you'll see that there's this contact us down at the bottom of that page, and also down at the bottom of this page. So some of the pages you'll see this contact us, but you can always find it through the home page. And this is a place where you can just message us, and also you can click this and send us an email. So we've also included just quicker and easier ways to contact us, because we don't want people just getting confused about what to do, where to go, and then giving up, because we're right here to help. So thank you very much for following along with the tour, and do go into the help section and send us your questions. I hope that many of you can join us in the village membership. It's been a big, long dream of mine, and now hopefully we've made it better and more accessible to more people.